4th house.
Right.
He is thieving, committing theft, and all the time getting reprimanded by the mother, 4th house.
Correct. But why stepmother, sir?
Stepmother, don't say stepmother, the foster mother.
Foster mother, I'm so sorry.
Okay, doesn't matter. 6th lord in the 4th house, with the 4th lord in the 6th lord. So, that explains the foster mother. Okay, now, he is performing Leela and all the time he is giving some tricky explanation. Krishna is throughout tricky, Rama is throughout straight. Maryada Purushottam. Rama never deviates. Krishna is always tricky, you don't know what he will do when.
Is it because of the Mercury in the 5th?
Mercury in the 5th is the great learning.
But that's also a mindset also.
Anyway, that is great learning. But 10th Lord in the 6th,
Okay.
that is trickiness, the whole situation comes in. Now, Yashoda says, you have broken the hanging vessel there and eaten all the butter. What is known as Bhramar Geet in Srimad Bhagavatam, Surdas has beautifully put them in his poems. Apart from that, Surdas gives Bal Leela, child. Now Yashoda comes back and wants to beat Krishna, says, you have stolen this mouth, this butter and all this has fallen. What is the explanation he gives? Maya mori, main nahi makhan khayu. मैं बालक बहियन को छोटू. I am a child, I have such small arms. किसी विधि छीको पायो. How could I reach that up and do this? I could not reach and done that. ग्वाल बाल सब बैर करे हैं. All these milkmen's children, small boys, they have become my enemies. Barbas mukh laptayo. They have taken this butter and rubbed it all around. So you see butter here, you think I have stolen that. I have not done that. Right? That is this thing. Again, Srimad Bhagavatam, in Vrindavan there is a place known as Gyan Gujari. That is the place where Uddhav had gone to explain to gopis, to give them preaching. But he got lost seeing their bhakti for Krishna. He forgot all his jnana, forgot everything. He said, my God, such tremendous bhakti. Right? Based on that Bhramar Geet, Sudas wrote many immortal poems. One of them, of course, sung by many people. Nisidin barasat nayan hamare, sada rahat pavas ritu hum par, jab te syam sidare. Ever since Lord Krishna had departed, it's only rainy season for us, all the 12 months. Nisidin, and we are all the time crying. Nisidin barsat nayan hamare, sada rahat pavas ritu hum par. It's only 12 months rainy season for us. Jabute syam sidare. So Srimad Bhagavatam, those 9th and 10th chapters. Then Harivansh Puran, Brahma Bhagavad Puran, all these issues when in a combine, you will accept only this horoscope which my Jyotish Guru gave, which explain these incidents.
Sir, color of skin of Shri Krishna is slightly dark. Bluish, darkish. How do you see that? Because Lagna is skin. First house is skin. So how do you see that?
I don't have the Navansha, I can't explain. I need Navansha always.
See the color of the skin.
As I told you,
Navansha Lagna, sir?
Yes, Navansha Lagna and the aspects on Navansha, etc., those things are needed. So don't go by that.
Okay.
What he did in his incarnation is well explained only through this horoscope when you take exalted Jupiter, exalted Saturn. 5 exalted planets, one in his own house.
How do you see the reason for which he was born. How do you see it in this horoscope?
That we can't explain.
I mean, Gita, we can always say Gita is the reason because that's the greatest gift he has given us.
No, very clearly he says, why is an avatar born?
To balance the good and the evil. Oh.
Sambhavami yuge yuge, when he says, विनाशा च दुष्कृताम, क्या पूरा?
संभवानि युगे युगे विनाशकाल.
गीता लो.
It's the most famous. चोपड़ा के इसमें भी सीरियल में था ना.
कौन सा चोपड़ा के? नहीं, रक्षण है कौन सा? गीता कहाँ लो?
मैं ला रहा हूँ. कंटिन्यू करो.
बोले आएगा.
बैठो, मैं ला रहा हूँ.
अच्छा.
Sir, Bhumavi Bhuve. Something like
Correct,
that.
correct. But sir, still
Sadhu now.
there must be some way to see the primary karma of a person. Sir, how do you see that?
In the case of avatars, etc., we don't go into that.
It is not.
As I said, this is an excuse. How can I explain God through his horoscope? चौथे अध्याय में कहाँ है?
महेंद्र कपूर की आवाज में था ना, that starting at the end of the. Basically to balance the
Yes,
evil.
to destroy the evil person and to protect
The good.
the virtuous ones.
Correct.
That is the purpose of every avatar. परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. गीता 4th chapter 8th श्लोका. परित्राणाय साधूनां, to rescue the sadhus. विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां. Right? That is purpose. धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. That is the purpose. So, this Saturn and Rahu in the 6th house is the destruction.
Okay, that's how you see the 10th lord of karma is in the 6th house.
Right? And the 5th lord exalted, the 9th lord exalted, Mars exalted in the 9th house, fifth and 9th. That is dharma.
Sir, in trines, planets are exalted.
Huh?
In trines,
Trines are there exalted.
Lagna 5th and 9th.
What would that signify, sir?
Dharma, dharma, dharma. All the time dharma. So, Krishna's life can be explained by taking exalted Jupiter, exalted Mars, exalted Saturn. In all the horoscopes you find Mars and Jupiter and Saturn are placed differently. My Jyotish Guru said no, only this. As I said, I will follow only him, no one else, because other people do not know esoteric combination at all, spiritual combination. They will not know the elementary meaning of many things. They will not know ordinary things. I remember many people went with their horoscope to him. He will look at it, he said, look here, first you don't have elementary concentration, why are you asking big questions? Straight away. You don't have elementary concentration, why do you think you can meditate? To be able to meditate, you have to still your mind. Mind must become still. Then only you can do it for hours. Right? So, it goes on and on and on. So, this is the only horoscope I accept. My Jyotish Guru gave me, and it answers my question satisfactorily. Lord Krishna from Srimad Bhagavatam, Sudas, Jupiter in Meena. But Yogi Bhaskananji gave me Jupiter in Kark, Ketu in Mithun, Venus in Simha, etc. Right. Now this apart, Dr. Raman of course proposed this, that was 19th July 3228 BC. He gave, I don't know what basis, but and strangely he gives debilitated Mars with Rahu and Venus. This no one can accept.
So he has given degrees, but during his time was it possible to calculate the...
I don't know how he did it. He did it in young age. Now remember this. Guru Nanak also. Ekam Krishnam Sarva Deva 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 Tatma. Brahma Krishna Astu Bhagavan Swayam. That's what also he is saying in his own way. There is only one Krishna, he is the Dev Devat Atma, he is the Lord of Lords. Atma Vasudevasya Jeko Jane Bhev Nanak Taka Dasu hai. Anyone who understands this, I am his das, I am his slave, I am his servant. Okay? Then I told you Krishna was born in Abhijit Muhurta, and I have given you that from Harivansh Puran. Okay? So Krishna Leela is not to be understood in a common way. I always remember my Guruji telling that Fakir used to tell me, don't discuss Ras Leela with everyone. They will understand it mere sexual this. 1608 gopis, and each gopi seeing Krishna by his side.
Sir, if I ask a question, because you have spoken about gopis, how do you see, I presume he had many wives, 16,000 or 32,000, how many wives Lord Krishna had? How do you see that many wives from this Rashi chart, sir? How is it?
7th Lord and 11th Lord is multiple marriages.
Sir, if you can expand more for the uninitiated.
11th Lord is Jupiter. 7th Lord is Mars. Aspecting each other.
7th Lord multiplicity.
So that way. Okay.
But it is not marriages, in this case they are devotees who for so many births were devoted to Lord Krishna.
Okay.
They were born in this because they wanted to participate in Ras Leela. Lord Shiva also wanted to participate in Ras Leela. So he came in the shape of a gopi, started dancing there. Gopis immediately caught him. You are not a gopi, you are Shiva. He was exposed. In Vrindavan you go, just behind Rangi temple there is Gopeshwar Mahadev temple. Lord Shiva as a gopi. It's the wish of so many devotees that they should get lost in the supreme ecstasy called Ras Leela. So after waiting for so many births, they are born as gopis in Vrindavan to participate in that Leela. That is the climax of devotion. Become one with Lord Krishna in that dance, celestial dance. So that is, and before the age of 11. Try to understand, before the age of 11. People don't understand the significance. One man who very hostile to all our religion and all this, he was arguing with me one day. I said, okay, how old was Krishna? If a boy of 6 or 7 or 8 can have sexual relations with thousands of men, he must be Superman. Do you concede that? He kept quiet, looking at me. I said, do you mean to say a man can have sex at that age? I said, why don't you use your common sense? Why do you want to distort? He was 11-year-old when he left Vrindavan, went to Mathura and never returned after that. And when he never returned, in his absence, gopis went on craving for him.
But out of all the thing, he had special love for one person, right?
There is no such thing as special. He is no one devotee. He is not. He equally devoted to all people. No special love for anyone. But Radha, who is Radha? Radha is described as Ahladini Shakti of Krishna. That element of joy you find within Krishna is Radha.
So Radha was also a gopi?
Radha was a gopi, you can call her anything. There is a Brahma Vayas Puran, there is a beautiful shloka which we do. Radha Raseshwari, Rasavahini Rasikeshwari, Krishna Prana Adhipa, Krishna Priya, etc. That is given in Brahma Vayas Puran. People suffering from something like an incurable disease, they are prescribed, they are asked to do this stotra. It is the stotra said to be above any other curative remedy, spiritual remedy. That is prescribed. Because that element of ecstasy you find in Krishna is defined as Radha. As I said, it is all symbolical. If you take them as persons, then the whole story gets distorted. It's all symbolical. And that symbolism is explained through creation of different personalities. 11-year-old Krishna performed all these leelas. Superhuman, right from the day of his birth, when the jail doors open out. 6-year-old child, when Putna is killed. Then lifts Govardhan, does Kalyadaham. Then 11-year-old he comes and kills Kansa. Then the Dwarka period starts, goes away to Dwarka. Now in the Mahabharata period, he is the guru, friend, philosopher, guide of the Pandavas. And very clearly through his action, he is preaching all the time. Yudhishthira is tempted to do gambling. He loses, begins to go away. Dhritarashtra excuses him, gives him back everything. Okay, take it, go back. When he is going away, Duryodhana weeps. So out of his weakness of Duryodhana, he calls Yudhishthira back. He is again asked to play. This time he loses everything in the gamble. What does Lord Krishna say? I would not have allowed this to happen had I been there. Certainly mischief, pure mischief. Pure mischief. He allows them to go to the forest because they have to go through their karma. Lord Rama, God himself, 14 years vanvas he accepts. Through all his actions, through all his preachings, he is telling you, accept it. Ishvaraha sarva bhutana hriddeshe arjuna tishtati. That God is there in everyone's heart. Only you are lost. So you are running after here and there. And when you reach that stage, Brahma bhuta prasannatma na shochati na kanksati. There cannot be any superior preaching in the world compared to this. He is not preaching for any religion. He is preaching for humanity. He is not talking of conversions. Conversion, if there is conversion, it is inner conversion. And that inner conversion makes your life super sublime. Become super sublime Arjuna. And after doing all this, when he says, I have taught you whatever I had to taught you, now do whatever you like to do. All this has been seen by Sanjaya. And how does Sanjaya end? In the last sloka of the Gita, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara Tatra Sriha Vijaya Bhuti Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Sanjay says, I have come to the definite conclusion. Where that Krishna is there, where that Arjuna is there you have all material, spiritually, all types of prosperity. Tatra Srihi Vijaya Bhuti Dhruva Niti Matirma. Physical, mental, spiritual, whatever you want, everything is there, only there, where Krishna and Arjuna went. That is my firm conclusion. Oh Yudhishthira, that is how the Gita concludes. And many people advise you, whenever you want to do anything, want to do this shloka within yourself and go and start it.
Sir, in Gita, I read in one of your books that when Lord Krishna gives the discourse of Gita to Arjun, after it's done, he forgets it.
Yes.
Then again he asked Lord Krishna.
And he gave Pandav Gita, again in the Mahabharata.
And again he forgets it. After that, it is again Lord Krishna teaches Gita, but that is called Brahman Gita. Am I right?
Then Arjuna remembers all that in Srimad Bhagavatam and he becomes a Paramhansa.
Achha.
Mahabharata, Arjuna is still lost in Maya. Arjuna of the Srimad Bhagavatam is Paramhansa. His astral body is destroyed now. So long as the astral body is there, we are lost in Maya.
But these forms of Pandav Gita, Brahman Gita are not popular enough in the sense
No,
we
they are
don't
not
find it.
popular
We don't
enough.
find it in.
It is there in Mahabharata.
Achha.
You can take it out.
Achha. No, but
Mahabharata mein hai.
achha.
In Mahabharata, once Arjuna tells Krishna, you had preached me such a great thing, but I have forgotten it. He said, you should not have anyway, I am giving you summary of it. He gives it. It is given there. Again he forgets Maya. But he remembers it when after he has left his body. Many disciples progress spiritually best when their Guru has gone. In remembering their Guru and his instructions, they become more sincere. When Guru is physically present, they all the time go and want the physical presence of Guru.
Actually, it's so strange. It's true. I have noticed this.
Arjuna also becomes Paramahansa only when Lord Krishna has gone. So we conclude here now. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir, for a fantastic session. Thank you so much.
ठीक है, अगर ठीक है समझ में
Esoteric astrology, you have mentioned about your Guru.
Yes. And there, discussing all other things, he also gave some combinations for esoteric astrology, some only. Then I was transferred. I told other people, take charge of it. What they did it, I do not know. Banarsi Das had agreed to publish the book, but somehow it was not sent. Then he had also lost interest in astrology because he had reached a higher spiritual stage. He didn't need astrology. He had become a total Vaksiddha. If he said something, that will happen. My Jyotish Guru had become total Vaksiddha. I was posted to Bhuvaneshwar in 1985 May. My Jyotish Guru was here in Delhi, staying in Nitiba. I went to meet him. I did pranam. He said, I have to go. I said, you can be there only up to July, not more, January, not more. May 85 I am going, January, which means what, 8 months only.
Yeah.
Normally 3 years we spend in all this thing.
Posting.
8 months is, you will be there only up to January. And in January 19th I was transferred.
Yeah.
So later he didn't say all this. And he could, through his siddhis he could see that. But esoteric astrology, no one equal to him. Later he lost interest in astrology. He was not seeing horoscopes. It was not necessary for him.
So what about his book, sir?
That book was, I tried my best, it was lost somewhere or someone has stolen.
You didn't have even one
No,
copy?
I
sir?
didn't have any copy. Unfortunately, those days, we didn't have this facility of photostating.
Yeah.
70. Otherwise, I would have taken, I would have published it myself.
But you read that book? Have you
I read it, I revised it.
Acha.
He asked me to edit it.
So few points you would remember from it, sir?
I can't remember. I can, if I recollect anything now, after nearly 45 years, I will be committing some mistake. I will be misquoting. I will not do that. But that would have been the rarest of the rare astrological books in the world.
Did it contain anything to do with past life astrology also?
With?
Past life astrology?
No, not past life, but spiritual astrology.
Spiritual astrology.
Rarest of the rare, my God.
Okay.
Some, not everything, but he said I am giving some hints for people to understand. Some of those hints I took and explained Krishna's horoscope to you.